giving up, please. Sip my drink, boy, I got your bitch all on her knees.
They know I'm a big boss, got a big boss in this bitch. They know I'm a big talker, have my big body and they see.
Look, man, we about to start the video off without her, bro. Cause that's the only way I feel comfortable with the starting the video off, you feel me? She will be back in here in the middle of the video, but let's get this shit started, man. I'm looking for Miss Wanda. That's Miss Wanda. If y'all don't know the name, this is Miss Wanda. There will be a lot of Miss Wanda birthdays. Crazy part is, not to get off topic, nigga, I miss my whole 4th of July. It's 4th of July for me. I miss that shit today.
I had been living with my husband and daughter in a little apartment downtown for many years when it happened.
I ain't thinking dirty, that was you.
It all happened one year during the 4th of July. My husband and I had been married for many years at that point, and our daughter was in middle school. My husband was a good bit older than I was, and he had begun to need a cane to walk around most of the time. We didn't let the age gap bother us, though. My husband and I loved cooking out, and we especially enjoyed the fireworks. Our neighborhood always put on a big show, and we had always had a great view from our balcony. We had decorated the apartment with flags and other patriotic stuff, and we were all having a great time. Just before evening, I was in the kitchen cooking dinner so that we could all eat on the balcony while we watched the fireworks. My husband and daughter headed out to the balcony early while I got everything prepared. I had the food ready a little before the show was supposed to start, so we all sat outside and ate while we awaited the fireworks. Just as they started, my husband said that he had to go to the bathroom. He headed inside so my daughter and I watched the show begin.
Hurry up, dear! You're going to miss it!
Don't worry, the real fireworks will happen in the bed later tonight.
He then laughed and said he would be back in a flash. A few minutes later, I heard loud noises coming from inside.
She said no, she don't fuck with y'all for real, bro. I'm gonna do the same thing on your page.
I didn't know what it could be, so I got up to check. I opened the sliding door and went inside. And that's when I saw the most horrifying thing ever. There was a masked man wearing dark clothing standing in my living room.
Oh my God! Where the hell are you?
I was scared out of my mind. I had no idea who the man was or how he had gotten inside. That's when my husband suddenly came charging out of nowhere. He gestured me to stay back and then started yelling at the man.
What do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here before I call the cops! You think I'm scared of you, old man? Shut your mouth before I shut it for you!
The masked man and my husband kept yelling back and forth at each other, but neither of them moved. Meanwhile, I continued to freak out. I felt frozen in place. I knew that I should call the cops or grab my daughter, but I couldn't make a decision. All I could do was watch my husband and the man continue to argue.
Get out!
What is they arguing for? He's in your house. Punch on this nigga, bro. Your wife is watching this, man.
Tell you again, shut your mouth, you piece of shit, or I'll blast real fireworks at you!
That's when the masked man suddenly
why he
charged
gripping the back of his head? Oh, bro, look how he's doing you in front. Look at his wife. She can't believe it. This nigga manhandling this nigga in front of his kid and his wife.
slamming him to the ground.
Oh God! Somebody help us!
Watched in horror as the man picked my husband up.
And look, y'all probably confused on why we reacted to a scary animated story. Because these real life just be funny. They don't even be fucking scary. Nigga.
Up and threw him across the room like a rag doll.
I'm putting y'all niggas on
He
it.
picked up my husband's metal cane and started to threaten me with it.
You want to end up like him? Huh? A bashing Scully!
My daughter.
Hey, what would you have said?
No.
Nah, you got it.
I would have ran. What the fuck?
Came running in at just that moment. I instinctively grabbed her hand and ran to the washroom as the man chased after us. I was able to pull my daughter out and slam the door and lock it behind us in the nick of time. One more second and the intruder would have gotten a hold of us. He started banging on the door and yelling at us as my daughter and I cowered inside.
Open the door, I'll kill you, hear me? me!
That nigga
He then
got
started
mad.
whacking at the door with the cane. He hit it over and over again like some kind of lunatic. With every swing, the door shook more and more, and it seemed like he was going to break it down. I wanted to call the police, but I didn't think that they would get there in time. I immediately called my husband's brother instead. He lived very close by, and I knew we needed help immediately.
See,
There was
that's
no
why,
way that my
bro.
husband would last very long.
Nigga, where the husband at? That nigga still knocked out? He knocked your ass out like that? Bro, this story better not be true.
With the intruder since he was on the older side, and the crazy man had a cane. As I called his brother, I heard loud tussling coming from the other side of the door. I begged him to hurry up.
Please, you have to help us. He's going to kill him.
I thought I had made
Why
a
he screaming like
but
that?
to our demise, my brother-in-law's car was being repaired. He had no way of getting to us in time. I knew then that it was too late. Just stay in the washroom.
That
Coming
nigga
as
didn't
fast
care.
as
He was.
Whole time that nigga at the crib playing the game. Hey, my car in the shop.
That's how niggas be.
That
When
nigga got a cane.
No, that's how niggas be when it's the summertime. Everybody.
Hey, go call Parlay though. He right around the corner. Whole time he be across the map.
I can. I'll take it over. He hung up the phone and I immediately started calling the cops. But just at that moment, I heard my husband screaming mixed with the sound of fireworks. It was absolute pandemonium. I wanted to try and help, but I was too afraid to open the door and run the risk of my daughter getting hurt. I was completely helpless. I told the cops where we were and they said they were on their way. There was no way that they could get there fast enough. The tussling sounds continued, and I heard my husband scream a few more times. Then, after several intense minutes, the loud noises stopped. The cops and my brother-in-law eventually arrived, but when they got there, the suspect was already gone. My husband was found laying on the floor, still conscious.
That nigga beat the fuck out that nigga with that cane. Bro, look, babe. You walk in the house. That nigga beat the shit out of me like that. What you doing?
I'm looking for the nigga, bro. What?
Oh, you about to get back?
But barely responsive. His face was bloody and
Popping
bruised.
him?
They took him to the hospital right away, but there wasn't much they could
He
do.
lost.
You kind of.
He died later on
He lost 250 oral points.
from blunt force trauma. The
I'm
mass
done pausing.
was
I'm
never
done
found.
pausing.
Ever since that day, my daughter and I have been traumatized by the 4th of July. We don't even celebrate anymore.
Every
It's
time
just
they
too
get to see a
painful.
firework,
All it does is remind
all they
us
can
of that
see is this whole
horrible.
ass daddy on the floor. Can't find
This story was inspired by a horrific 4th of July incident regarding a 64-year-old man who was taken out inside his Lincoln Heights apartment while confronting an intruder during a hot prowl burglary. It happened just before 9:30 p.m. at the apartment. At the scene, responding officers found the victim, later identified as Jose Mencia, inside suffering from blunt force trauma.
Hey, this your daddy? Why your daddy on here, bro? Yeah, Jose. Yeah, that's your dad. Your dad weird as fuck.
Mencia was pronounced dead at the scene. According to the LAPD, Mencia was outside watching fireworks with his wife when the suspect entered the apartment. At some point, the victim went inside and encountered the suspect. Neighbors told police they heard an argument between the two people. Mencia's wife was not physically injured in Monday night's deadly incident. The victim's grief-stricken wife told reporters that the suspect entered the home while she was serving food. She went into the bathroom and locked the door, and could even hear the pair fighting through the door. Oscar Mencia, the victim's younger brother, said when he got the frantic call that his brother had been attacked, he felt helpless because
I knew it. That nigga was high as fuck on his couch, nigga. He was not in no shot, nigga. Look how he looks, and then he want to look concerned.
his car was not working, preventing him from rushing to his brother's aid. It was unclear if the male suspect stole anything from the apartment, but the victim's wife said she saw the suspect leaving with a bag. The suspect is described as a man wearing a mask and dark clothing and
I'm not gonna
remains
lie,
at
we got to make
large.
this some
The
parts.
investigation remains ongoing.
Look, this is part 1 right now.
This is part 1 for you boys. This video way too long, so I'm trying to keep the videos in the 10-minute mark. So this is part 1. I will drop part 2 tomorrow. You feel me?